Alrighty, welcome. Hey, quick scenario question for you. Your call just went in the money and your poor man covered call. Your P&L's red on this call. What are you gonna do? All right, well, you opened the account this morning, the stock ran up, it ran through your short strike price, your covered call is in the money, the P&L is showing red on that position now, and you're doing that thing where you refresh the screen and ask yourself, well, should I close it? Should I roll it? Should I let it just get assigned? What should I do? Well, I want to stop you right there because if you're running a poor man covered call strategy or any leaps based covered call, the answer to the situation is almost never panic. Okay. You got to have a trading plan. What do you do in every scenario? The best thing that can ever happen to your covered calls is to get run through. Okay. Isn't that the whole point? You bought something, a stock, a leap, or whatever, and you sold calls on it to generate some extra income because you thought that, oh, this thing's going to keep rising. I'll make some money while it's rising. Well, it did. It rose. It went up a ton. Were you prepared for it? And then what happens if, hey, you close that for a loss and now the next day it reverses back down 10 points and now you sold this way out of the money call, okay, for pennies and the stock just dropped 10 points after it ran up and now you're hosed, right? You've made the wrong call, okay? You've gotten whipsawed on it. Well, what most people do in this situation is they see red. They see the intrinsic value in the short call, causing a loss. Their brain is saying, "Hey, I'm losing money. I got to get out." So you buy back the call at a loss, probably more, much more than you sold it for. You've locked in a realized loss on that call, and you're thinking, "All right, this trade style sucks." Okay, maybe this happens 2 or 3 times in a row. What if it happens 2 or 3 weeks in a row? And I've lost $1,000 this week. I've had to pay another 900 next, the week after to buy it back. I lost another 1,500 a week. This thing is just rocketing through all of my stops. What do I do? Okay, and then you think, okay, I'm going to sell my call even further out because it keeps running through it. And then all of a sudden, you get whipsawed because the stock turns around and it runs the other way and retraces 20, 30, 40, 50% of the move that it just had in the next couple days or a week or so. And now you've sold these out of the money calls again for pennies. The stock's gone the other way, and now you're upside down. You've paid all of these, lost all this money on the calls, and your underlying leaps are back to where they were. Okay. Tough thing to do, but we can solve this for you. So I want to cover exactly what I'm looking at, and I want to give you a mindset reframe on this. So, bear with me. Jump into this with me. I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to show you how you can reframe this and make it a little bit better of a trade for yourself. All right, so let's jump in. And this is a slide from my course on the dynamic poor man covered call, but it really explains that why going in the money is not really a loss. You see, there's two legs in the trade, and most people are only watching one of them. They really ignore the leaps. Okay, they're watching the short call. That's the visible one. That's the one that's you're seeing this daily, weekly P&L. It's also the one that's just flashing red at points in time. But there's another leg, and that leg's the leaps. And when the stock's moving up and your short call goes in the money, well, something's happening to the leaps too. Okay. It's going up. It's increasing in value. And that value, sometimes partially, sometimes fully, is offsetting the loss on that short call. Okay. Looking at this diagram, it's a little bit of a seesaw. On the left side, we've got our short call. When the stock moves higher on the short call, okay, it's going to cost you more to close, right? You're going in the money and it's going to be a loss and look like a loss on paper, and that's what you're seeing. But what you're missing is on the other side, as that thing is costing you more, okay, also the leaps are going up in value. And the leaps are going up in value at 80% of the stock move or more, depending on your delta. And now they've gained by almost the exact same amount that you've lost on here. So overall, it's really offsetting the loss. Okay? So the concept here is that when your call goes in the money, that premium is made up of two different components, right? The two different components are number one, the intrinsic value, and that's the amount which is in the money and the extrinsic value. And that's the time premium that's left or was in it originally. Well, the intrinsic value is what everyone panics about when you go into money. But here's the thing. Intrinsic value doesn't disappear. It simply just transfers to the leaps. Okay? It lives in both legs. The short call has intrinsic value that looks like a loss, but in your leaps, you're also long. You're gaining that intrinsic value back. Okay? It's really offsetting the position. Yes, one's a realized loss, one's an unrealized loss. It's all good. Okay? But right now, we don't have to worry about it because sometimes you're going to gain intrinsic on both legs, and sometimes you're going to lose that intrinsic on both legs. It's okay. Okay. In the end, what really is most important is that other piece, that extrinsic value. So I want to be really clear here because the concept that flips the entire mindset for you is when you sell the covered call and it goes in the money, you didn't lose. Okay? You collected premium up front, that cash is yours. That extrinsic component of the premium, it decayed towards zero or maybe went all the way to zero. Okay, while the intrinsic went up, but the intrinsic went up in both legs evenly for the most part. Okay, so your decaying extrinsic is still going to be all your money. Right? The trade's not losing. While the short call might show red, okay, the net position is going to tell you a very different story. Okay, so let's take a little bit of an example here at the bottom of the screen. Let's look at this example in gold. All right, gold's at $435. You sell the at the money 435 call, not the out of the money 30 delta that everybody's telling you to do. Okay, we sold the at the money 435 delta because why? Because we care about the extrinsic value more than we care about the value of the underlying. Okay, but we sell that call for $6.20, $620. Okay, it's all intrinsic, all extrinsic because it's at the money. Okay, we're not in the money, we're not out of the money, we're at the money. This is all extrinsic for you. Let's say gold moves up $15. It goes to $450. Well, that 435 call that you sold now costs $15 to close near expiration, right? Because we went up 15 bucks. Okay, so that call has gone up, but the extrinsic has completely decayed. That $620, it's gone. It decayed away. It's almost worth nothing near expiration. Okay, so what you're having to pay is just the intrinsic. Well, that intrinsic is that $15. That's going to be offset by the leaps going up 12 to 15 bucks. Okay, the total loss now on your covered call $8.80. Right, so $15 to buy it back, but we took in $6.20 to put this on. Okay, so we're going to lose $8.80. Sucks. I lost 880 bucks on this trade. This strategy sucks. Okay. Well, but your leaps gained $12. Okay. 80% of the $15 move because it was an 80 delta, right? Okay. So your net intrinsic is essentially almost zero. Okay. You had to pay for it here, but you got it back on the leaps. But you got to keep the whole $620 of extrinsic, okay, which helps you in this trade. Over time, that's going to add up. I want you to really focus on time, okay? Not just what's happening week to week to week with my covered calls. Who cares? Okay, because whatever the intrinsic is doing on the calls, it's doing the same on the leaps in the opposite direction. Okay, and they're negating each other, but you keep making the extrinsic. This is a huge mindset shift for you. I want you to really think about this, take this in, understand what you're doing, because these active decisions are going to, and understanding exactly when to exit, how to exit, but more importantly, where to place that strike. Where should I be placing it? At the money, in the money, out of the money? What should I be doing when the market's going higher, lower, sideways? Should I be adjusting that? And then where should I be rolling to? Should I roll all the way back to where I think I should be? Do I keep rolling to the same strikes or the same deltas each time? No, this is a dynamic trade. Okay, you've got to get out of your comfort zone and stop just trading the out of the box version. Okay, and you've got to become a little bit more of a dynamic trader that's trading the regime that you're in. Okay, you don't force your strategy on the regime. You modify your strategy based upon the regime that you're in. Okay, so traders that are successful in this strategy, they look at both legs. They understand the campaign. Okay, over time, they understand what's happening in this trade, And over time, we're going to keep piling on extrinsic and extrinsic and extrinsic. And those that bail out because they see a couple losses, they're the ones that are going to get hurt because in the end, you would have made all of that extrinsic. Sometimes it's going to take 15, 20, 25 weeks for that extrinsic to pay off your entire position, but it will. Then you're going to really see dynamic gains and massive amounts of increases after that point. So if you've been panicking every time that your covered call goes into money, I hope this gives you a different time frame. I hope this gives you a different mental mindset on it. So I want you to understand and frame exactly how things are going to be going on this because it's really all about your mindset and understanding the dynamic nature of these trades, right? If you want to learn more, fantastic. We've got a course for you. We'll cover this and a whole lot more. And let me share a bit of that with you. I don't want to get too salesy here. Okay. Yes, I'm selling you something. Okay. But I'm trying to help you out and get you to understand that exactly how you place this trade is going to have everything to do with how successful you are there. You're missing a little bit of the structure. It's okay. So I want you to turn your options into a consistent income trading strategy with a dynamic poor man's covered call. This strategy, okay, is going to change how you look at the poor man's covered call trade. It's going to be much more effective than where you are now. I'm not going to go through everything with you, but I want to cover in this course what leaps to buy, which calls to sell, when should you roll, how should you roll, when do you take profit, when do you stop, how do you respond when the stock rallies, what do you adjust when it pulls back, how do I allocate my capital, how do I manage risk across the trade. Okay, I want you to understand exactly how to trade this strategy properly. If you're interested and you want to join along, simply jump into our website, which is incomenavigator.com. So go to incomenavigator.com/DPMCC, okay, and jump into this trade. This is not for you if you're looking for lottery ticket trades, no risk income, you don't really have a good grasp on options, okay, you don't want to track or manage positions, you just want to trade somebody else's alerts, okay, if you're looking for guaranteed returns, not for you, okay. The course is normally $29.97. Right now, we're offering it to help out you and get you going on this for just $9.97. Humongous discount. We're taking off 2/3 of the price. Enroll now. Make this a investment in your education. There's a ton of stuff in here that's going to help you become a better trader out there. If you're looking forward to that, I'll see you in the training. All right. Take care.